What's up, everybody, and welcome to our 1-year anniversary special episode of Casters of Horror. I'm Chris Mess.
I'm Shane, and this week we're diving into one of Stephen King's greatest nightmares, which is the 1980 adaptation of his book, The Shining.
It was his nightmare that they made it, or...
I think it was the result.
The result of
Yes.
it, huh?
He famously hates this adaptation.
Well, this is heralded as one of the greatest horror movies of all time.
Yes, one of the scariest I've heard.
One of the scariest. So it was kind of odd when Shane and I talked about doing this for the 1-year episode. We put out on Twitter for you guys to let us know whether or not you wanted us to see a new movie or a classic. Classic won out, of course, somehow. So we decided to pick The Shining. I had read the book. Shane had not.
Nope.
And neither one of us had ever seen the film adaptation.
No.
Which was kind of odd. We have a horror podcast.
Yes.
And, yep.
I haven't seen it. Now,
hadn't seen it.
You had read the book, which I had not. However, I don't come into this completely blind because what I have seen is the 1997 TV miniseries that was written and produced by Stephen King.
Oh, and that one had the guy from that TV show Wings, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Steven Weber or something like that. Yeah. How do I remember that? Holy crap.
Yeah, so I did see that, 25 years ago.
Now it does, see, I have not seen that version of it either.
Yeah.
So it does make me wonder, since he was the one who produced and worked on that one, how much closer it is to the book, because
it is a faithful adaptation of the book.
Okay. Yeah. Now I may have to go and watch that because the Stanley Kubrick version of it was nowhere close.
That's what I hear. That's what I heard.
I guess we'll just dive right on into it. Before we get into this thing, have you guys seen the film? Let us know down in the comments. And while you're down there, make sure to like and subscribe so you guys can check out the new episodes as we roll out this next year with the new 52.
That's right.
Since we are doing these things weekly. But yeah, so went into this, read the book. Of course, this film done by Stanley Kubrick, the heralded as one of the greatest directors of all time. 2001: Space Odyssey, Clockwork Orange, this film.
Oh, and the moon landings, if you're a conspiracy theorist.
There you go.
Yeah.
He's directed such greats as Neil Armstrong, Buzz Aldrin.
Right.
This film starred Jack Nicholson as the father figure. Is Jack Torrance. Wasn't too much of a departure for him. Shelley Duvall as Wendy Torrance, his wife, and Danny Lloyd playing as Danny, the young boy.
You say that, not too much of departure from him. Yeah. This is actually one of the reasons that Stephen King didn't want him cast in the role, because he's like, his descent into madness will be people will pick up on that right away.
Yeah, he's like, all work and no play. Yeah. Makes Jack a dull boy. But yeah, he so anyway, and it's got Scatman Crothers also in it as Halloran. And then there's other people too, but not me. Yeah. But yeah, I always thought it was kind of funny that Jack played Jack and Danny played Danny.
Yeah.
It's like they said it would be easier for the boy to have the name Danny so that it'd be like, oh
really?
Okay. We're talking to the kid. It's easier. Anyway, this is the film that messed up Shelley Duvall because Kubrick just put her through the ringer on this one.
Yeah.
Okay. Like I said, I've read the book. This was nothing like the book. There was so... They say some directors take liberties. Kubrick took a liberty crap all over this.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. Needless to say, I didn't like it. I was not a fan of The Shining. For one, I was like, All right, here we go. Wait a minute. When that was supposed to be a scary part.
Yeah.
What happened? And then I'm like, oh, here we go. Oh, wait, they didn't even do that. What happened?
Huh.
The two little girls from the film aren't in the book at all.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
The whole red rum, that's not in the books. Anyway,
Yeah.
but there were so many liberties taken that it just made the film feel like it was not the book.
Okay.
A lot of times I'm like, oh, I like the film adaptation of that book. It was good.
Yeah.
This time I am not of that opinion. Read the book. The book was good. The book was really good.
Watching this made me want to read the book, and it actually made me want to go back and watch the TV miniseries. So.
Yeah, I would be very, very interested to see the TV miniseries now.
Yeah.
After seeing the film.
The miniseries, it's been so long, I don't remember a lot of it. There are a few scenes that are still stuck in my head, so, you know, as good. But, you know, it was late 90s, CGI was involved, you know, so you have to go into it with the mindset of it's a late 90s TV movie.
Yeah, so. Yeah. But there were so many... It felt like the movie was rushed. The movie was 2.5 hours long, and it felt rushed.
Yeah. And because it felt long, but yes, it also felt rushed.
Yeah, because the story on it really didn't make sense.
Yeah.
The descent into madness really didn't. There was no reason for it. There was no explaining it. Really, whereas the book covers that extensively of why Jack starts going mad, and it's deeper into Danny in his abilities and all this sort of stuff, and it's more about Danny than anybody else. The book is.
Well, yeah, isn't it written from his perspective? Is what I read.
Some aspects of it are.
Okay.
A lot of it, he's actually the main character in the book. Danny is.
Well, that makes sense because the book and then the follow-up movie, Doctor Sleep, is a sequel to The Shining. So yeah, this actually makes me want to read the book, read the sequel, watch the sequel, you know.
Yeah. And I've heard Doctor Sleep was great.
Yeah.
I've heard that one was really good. Then again, I'd heard that The Shining was great.
There is that, yes.
But Doctor Sleep was done by what's his name? Mike Flanagan. Mm-hmm. So I expect good things out of that one. I haven't checked it out yet. What were your thoughts on this film? One of the greatest horror films of all time.
One of the great classics, scariest movies of all time. Double up on that hate mail, Chris, because did not care for this one.
You want to triple up on that hate mail?
Okay, let's do it.
I think Kubrick's overrated.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, now we got film school people coming at me.
I dug into this a little bit after I watched it, and I found out that when this film was released, ratings were mixed.
Right? It was the same year I was born.
Yeah, the reviews were mixed. Yeah. When 17 years later, when the TV movie came out, it was lauded as better by a lot of people. And now, after all this time, like those opinions have flip flopped. And this one is held up as this great classic. Yeah. Man, I thought it was, first of all, not scary in the slightest.
No.
And I thought it was so boring, dude. I was so bored with this whole movie.
Yeah, I literally sat there and nitpicked between, well, that's not the same as the book. That's not the same as the book. Yeah. Since when is there a hedge maze? And you're going to tell me that the whole last 30 minutes of the movie is a complete revision of something that wasn't even in the book.
Okay.
I was like, this doesn't make any sense. And there is, oh man, there's so many aspects of the book that had he just stayed true to it, would have been a phenomenal movie.
Yeah.
And this is one of those times where I'm like, do we need a revision of it?
Look,
I would love to see it.
I've said before,
let's get James Wan on this.
when we did the what was it, the Boogeyman, right? You had
Mm-hmm.
said that you thought it was kind of generic, and I agreed with that. But it was at least well done,
Yeah.
as far as a film.
Yeah.
The thing is, I have seen television movies of King's works
Yeah.
that I liked better than this movie. So, for all
I
their
agree.
low budget TV cheesiness, I
Yeah.
enjoyed them more than I did this one. And yeah,
Yeah.
like I said, send the hate mail. I can't help it.
Yeah.
Didn't did not like this one.
Ouch. Ouch.
Yeah,
Ouch. And here I thought that we would that a classic that we would be like, yeah,
I know.
bring it on. All hail Kubrick and King. And I like Stephen King. I like his books. This is not his book.
Yeah,
So I can't blame him
no,
on
no.
this. So I'm going to blame Kubrick. Come
Sounds good
at
to me.
me, NYU. Come at me, film schools. Let's go.
Yeah,
I think he's overrated, and I think the only reason why he got big was because it was just passed down that he is a good director, and if you like his movies, then you are of some sort of high-minded
yeah.
whatever. But let us know what you think. Bring it on, people. Put it down in the comments down below.
That's right.
And while you're at it, go ahead and like and subscribe. Even if you didn't like it and subscribe.
Dislike
And
it. I don't care. Helps us in the algorithm.
yeah, come on,
Oh,
bring it on. Thumbs up or thumbs down. We're going for it.
that's right.
Come on, check out our next episode and bring it on then too. Let's do this. So yeah, that's it for this week. I hope you guys enjoy. That's it for this year. The 1 year
Yeah.
has passed on this show. So we got a bunch more stuff left coming up for you guys. So
Yes.
anyway, check us out.
For the rest of the calendar year, we still have more episodes coming. But
We still have more
yeah,
episodes coming for the calendar year. We still have more episodes coming up for the fiscal year. Whatever. Yeah, check us out. Make sure to like and subscribe. Tell your friends, tell your enemies, tell somebody. I don't care. Tell somebody who's a big Kubrick fan. Come watch this.
yeah.
Why
Make sure
not?
you do.
Yeah. Yeah. So anyway, we break the norms around here. Anyway, yeah, that's it for this week. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you didn't, well, screw you. Until next time, I'm Chris Mass.
I'm Shane. Go read a book.
I'll leave it at that. That works. We'll see you.